Good day and welcome back to another Dipsy Dokkan Metal video. In this video I thought it would be a cool idea to kind of just go through 2021 on my YouTube channel and just basically talk about what happened on my channel during 2021. So as you can see, we're looking at the analytics of my channel. Pretty fairly normal stuff. So if we take a look here at the last 365 days, you'll definitely notice there are some spikes. Those are generally the big global celebrations, the download celebration, the anniversary. They led to some pretty big spikes, mainly due to a lot of people enjoying or watching the Dragon Ball videos for help on how to get the Dragon Balls. A very big increase from my 12 daily views that I was getting at the beginning of the year. And even though my views do come down usually after the download celebration, they usually sit higher due to the increased subscribers and everything. So right now I think I sit at about 600 or 500 or so daily views, which for me is a lot. It's like a lot. I'm sitting at 572 as at the 24th. And yeah, it's I mean, I don't earn money off of YouTube, so I literally just produce content for fun. But it is cool to see how I've gone from like 12 views to 500 and something a day. Watch time pretty similar kind of change. It is interesting when we look at the average watch time of videos, like how that's come down. But yeah, generally speaking, I went from 3 or 4 hours a day, which was pretty much just my friends supporting my content, to peaking at 77 hours a day. And of course, I sit now anywhere between 8.5 to 17 hours. I think a lot of my extended watch time in the beginning, especially I used to upload things like Warhammer playthroughs, and those were 4 or 5 hours, and I think a lot of my friends would just leave those playing, which did help out. But yeah, definitely still sitting at a much higher average watch time per day. Subscribers following a similar trend. I started the year with 14 subscribers, and I ended the year with 760. Well, I'm about to end the year with 760 subscribers. Obviously, again, you can see the big spikes, those big celebrations. Dokkan just becomes very popular at that time, so your metrics just all go up. I assume it's a bumper month across the board for almost any Dokkan YouTuber. But yeah, you can definitely see how during those big celebrations you end up getting like just a whole lot more foot traffic, a lot more impressions, everything just goes up. And so yeah, you can see my subs went up. I lose some subs every now and then. People just tired of my content. A lot of my stuff is instructional. Maybe they don't need it anymore. But yeah, it's still always nice to see gaining subs, I guess, but it's not really the most important thing. Then last 365 days, my most popular videos, as I mentioned before, mainly the Dragon Ball videos. My Vegeta instructional video is my most popular video of all time, and continues to be so. I think he's just a difficult concept for people to gather. A surprising video is the special stickers guide. Clearly a lot of people just want to know how to get stickers and how to apply them. And you can see there my Vegeta tutorial is clearly my #1 video throughout this year and just on my channel, basically. Then, in terms of like a real-time snapshot, this is probably the highest average I've had since after a big celebration. And it's a combination of a lot of things. You can see there those like low view periods, that's usually maintenance and things like that. And you can see impressions as well follow a similar trend. During maintenance, people just obviously are waiting for Dokkan, so they don't really watch Dokkan content, which I would think you would during maintenance. But I guess you're just waiting for it to end, so no one really watches Dokkan content. So it's interesting. Impressions wise, 1.5 million impressions. That's the amount of times a video of mine has popped up on someone's screen, which is interesting because you compare that to views. I got 200 and something thousand views, so sitting at about a 13% conversion rate or so, which is pretty good overall. something really, really nice like that. You can see how much my impressions have changed from the 102 I used to get at the beginning of the year. Impressions, click-through rate, this is the amount of times people will click your video after seeing a thumbnail or anything. It's a bit weird because it looks like I had like spikes of high impressions, but it was just because I had such a low amount of viewership that basically every time someone clicked a link of mine, it was essentially them coming through. It was like a huge ratio. Nowadays, generally, I sit at around 10.1%. It just depends on the period. Like again, we've just had maintenance, so these numbers do dip a little bit, but it's interesting to always see. Unique viewers is something that's also somewhat interesting. You can't really see like a super huge graph or number of this, at least not on the mobile app, but it's always interesting to see how many different unique people have watched your video, which is always kind of like funny to see. And then yeah, if we take a look at how people get to my content, YouTube searches, top number one, so that's people typing in the YouTube search bar. External links are people going through other websites, channel pages, browse features, suggested videos. Most of the time I get people because they type that they want something, and then I pop up in that YouTube search, which is cool. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's an interesting way. Obviously, as a very small channel, I think that's generally how you kind of get out there, but it is pretty interesting to see. And then top external links, Google searching, number one, and then everything else is just kind of small percentages. Reddit a little bit, maybe I did share 1 or 2 links on Reddit before, maybe someone shared a link there or something, who knows. But yeah, makes sense that I don't get a lot of Reddit traffic. Not really a big YouTuber, so understandably not a lot of promotion. In terms of search terms, so this is the most interesting one for me, because a lot of people, when they do tags for their videos, a lot of the bigger YouTubers use a lot of common tags, things like free dragon stones, how to get free dragon stones, how to get dragon stones, getting dragon stones in DBZ Dokkan Battle, easy, cheap, free dragon stones. It's very interesting. I usually don't. You'll see my terms are all kind of like 1%, because I generally put my tags to be what people would type to find out about that specific video. I very rarely run generic tags. The only generic tag I run is like mobile gaming, and DBZ Dokkan Battle, which clearly applies to like all my videos. You'll see a lot of other YouTubers put other YouTubers in their tags, which I always find interesting, like, this is my video, but also I have Nano and I have The Truth in my video tags, which I always find a bit weird, but hey, like, not gonna judge anyone. And then some other interesting stuff, just going through the stats here, really. You can see in terms of like average watch time, that was very big in the beginning. Again, I think just because my friends were supporting me. So I'd put out like one video and like 10 people would watch it, and 6 of them were my friends, and my friends would just let it run until the end. So it's come down, but I get like so many more views, so it's kind of understandable. This number will also fluctuate when I have like the Dragon Ball videos, because they like get huge views. It always is interesting to see that the average view duration comes down, because those are traditionally shorter videos. Then in terms of this is just an interesting graph to see, because I always feel like if the blue line's above the purple line, it means that my channel is still getting new people involved, whether that's new players of Dokkan or just new viewers in general. I do just find it interesting, and I think it's really cool to see like, hey, new people are watching your content, or hey, people are coming back to watch your content. And then I can see whenever people are on YouTube, generally it's around 6 to 4 a.m. my time, which I think is like prime evening in America, which makes sense since like 48% of my viewership is American. We can take a look at the age stats, and you can kind of see an understandable derivative: 18 to 24 years, 25 to 34 years, which is my age category. So you can definitely see people falling into there. And then with age, also we look at gender. 2.3% female, just probably my like mom and sister watching. Not really probably anyone else. But hey, I mean, yeah, predominantly male, which again makes sense, Dragon Ball Z, but I do know there are some ladies out there that enjoy Dragon Ball Z, so good on them. In the United States, United Kingdom, Italy, Germany, and Spain. Not even my home country popping up in geographic location, which is somewhat interesting, but hey, like, what can you do? And then yeah, watch time from subscribers. Generally speaking, during my months without the celebrations, so in months with the celebrations, it's like 90% not subscribed, and in the months like without celebrations, it's like this number here. So subscribers always support you, and it helps to have people that want to watch your videos, so it does make things cooler. And then obviously I always get linked or referenced to channels like Nanogenics and The Truth and Mr. Baby and, you know, Tiger Uppercut Media, Dokkan World, J Fanta. All of those pretty much just get linked to me all the time. Their content as well recommends my videos. Makes sense, we all just play a lot of Dokkan, so yeah, nothing weird or anything about that. So yeah, and then generally speaking, I try to reply to every single comment. I have them sourced, but I haven't responded. Usually if I haven't responded, it's because it was either like the end of a chain, or you'll see I've liked the comment, or it was actually just someone replying to someone else. I have all comments switched on, so that I can literally see every single comment that people make. And the reason is I just want to reply to everything, so I don't want to miss anything. I just want to be able to see, you know, what everyone's saying. But cool, guys, I thought this would be interesting to go through, and yeah, just like, thanks so much for a really good 2021, and yeah, can't wait to see what happens in 2022. But as always, take care, stay safe, and bye.